Okay, here we go. Vlog number 3. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Brandon Tinges, and this is the Grow As You Go channel. Okay, so this is week number 3, I believe. This is vlog number 3, and I believe week number 2, or the end of week number 2 in the Grow As You Go challenge. Right off the bat, we're going to start off with metrics and then topics of discussion. I'm going to do my best to try and keep this as concise and effective as possible. Okay, so metrics for this week. So mental health this week has been mostly positive. I'm noticing some anger coming out with my puppy Akita, which I will discuss here in a little bit. I'm wondering how to discipline without using anger. I'm noticing that when I go to discipline him, before I do so, I feel this rise of anger come up and essentially take hold of me. And I do my best not to let that come out in my disciplining. Usually when I discipline, let's say he chews on the TV remote. If he does that, I will just show him the TV remote and I'll show him the TV remote, but I'll use a dominating presence. However, sometimes when I show him something that I'm trying to discipline him over, I will get angry. Like I'll notice my eyes curl, my brow curls, and I'll notice my heart rate rise, and I'll get angry. And sometimes I'll yell, I'll say, no, even though, that's just barking to him. He doesn't know what that means. I mean, he understands that I'm mad, but if I don't catch him in the act, the chances of me getting through to him are very slim. So usually I don't catch him in the act because he doesn't do it when I'm around. He only does it when I'm away, which means that I had to train him on separation anxiety, which I am working on actively. However, the training would go easier if I didn't use any form of anger in the form of disciplining. Or like if I'm correcting him, like if he's jumping on me, telling him off is the command to get him to stop jumping on me, or guests for that matter. I'll say off, and I'll usually lower my voice a little bit, be more demanding. But sometimes, depending on my state, I will do the whole frown thing and get off, get angry. And I don't like that. I don't think it's necessary. I think being patient and, just having a dominating presence is enough. So anyway, the reason why I think this is important to note is because I think this is reflective of childhood disciplinary behaviors that was conducted to me from my parents. And so I am noticing that I have adopted these forms of disciplinarian, or this form of discipline, or this form of correction. Anyway, so I'm going back to the note here, is wondering how to discipline without using anger. Really honing in on just using the dominating presence. I think he'll get it. Anyway, that was a big takeaway from the mental health section. I felt a lot of gratitude and joy this past week. Made a lot of progress in my mental awareness, especially with this whole breathwork and meditation practice that I'm doing, which I'll get to in a second. Diet was fruit, rice, salmon, eggs, spinach salads, which includes tomatoes, mushrooms, onions, olives, some croutons, stuff like that. Protein shakes, no meat, except fish. I'm trying out a pescatarian diet and seeing how that responds to my gut. Let's see, sleep metrics. Average time of sleep was 7 hours and 2 minutes a night. Average time awake during time in bed was 57 minutes. REM sleep was an hour 14. Core sleep was 4:54. Deep sleep was 54. Heart rate was 51:62. And respiratory rate was 11 to 15. Those numbers are a little bit higher than last week. Well, not all of them are a little bit higher. Some of them are higher than others, simply because last week was 4th of July, and I had a pretty fun week last week. I did go out drinking with my roommate, and so I did fuck up my sleep with alcohol. So it happens. Hey, it was a fun time. However, I do want to make sure that I regulate the total amount of drinking that I do. Ideally, I wouldn't drink at all. However, and given the state that I'm in now and the point on the progress timeline, I'd say it's completely fine. I believe that the longer I commit to a plan like this, a challenge like this, the less inclined I will be to make decisions to drink alcohol or eat unhealthy foods or just make unhealthy decisions. Let's go to spirituality. So I did breath work and meditation every day. However, I do need to be more consistent in the time frame or the time span that I give myself to do that. Some days I do 10 minutes, some days I do 20 minutes, some days I do 30 minutes, some days I do multiple sessions a day. I would like it to be more consistent and give myself more opportunity to connect with myself in those moments. That to me is what those moments are about. It's about connecting with self, developing a healthy relationship with self spiritually. And I think that's going to play out in all avenues of life. It's going to reflect in all of my decision making, all of my thinking patterns, all of my behavioral patterns. The relationship with self is going to root itself into all of those different modalities of life. Exercise. So I went on hikes and walks with dogs every day. We went to large parks where I can let them off leash, and we literally hike through the park. It's really cool. I did a cardio day and a leg day. However, the leg day was my first leg day back into a serious leg routine, and I could barely walk for multiple days afterwards. And I'm trying to give myself a little bit more grace in the form of rest and healing. And if I have a hard time walking, to me, that's my body saying rest. In the past, I would have kept going. And unfortunately, that slows the healing process. And I'm really trying to just take one step at a time. I'm not trying to rush things, especially when it comes to my physical health. So that's what I did for exercise last week. This week, my legs are feeling a lot better. I'm going to get back into the leg exercise routine that I have, to include both cardio and going outside with the dogs. So I may have not mentioned this in the last episode. I am doing a focus on legs right now until I get a good leg routine going. Legs 3 days a week, and then 2 of the other days in the week I want to spend doing some sort of cardio. Ideally, I do more cardio, but my legs are really weak right now. So I want to get the leg strength up to eventually get into a really strong cardio routine to focus in on my relationship with my heart, specifically doing zone 2 training. I would like to get my heart rate, my resting heart rate down to the 40s ideally, which I have done before during a time in which I was running significant amounts every single day, 5 to 10Ks every single day, and my resting heart rate was in the low 40s. So I would like to get back down close to that level again. And I do have a metric in here, bowel movements. I'm wondering if I should keep this in here because it's really, I don't know, it's a personal thing. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't share it. Everybody knows what a good bowel movement is. Everybody knows what a good bowel. I had a couple good bowel movements. I had a couple, I guess, unhealthy bowel movements. So, all right. I'm trying to keep these videos, 15 minutes or less. So let's see if I can talk about these other topics of discussion here. All right. So major insights this week during meditation. Oh, this is good. Okay. So the ego is desperately holding on to past trauma. Healing is at the forefront in each meditation. However, it feels like my fear of being out of control is limiting my progression of letting go and healing. So what's happening is, and this is manifesting itself in physical form when I go into meditation. When I go into a meditation, I'm typically already tense to a certain degree. Now, if I go into meditation after waking up, I am usually less tense because I just woke up. I'm freaking relaxed. However, I do tend to get tense the deeper I get. Not the deeper. It's not a linear graph. It's sometimes when I get deep into a meditation, I get so relaxed, I get scared of that feeling. I get scared of that relaxed feeling. And so muscles that tend to tense up. For example, my shoulders, the back of my neck, basically my traps, and my pelvic floor will tense up. And I believe that this is due to some sort of emotional trauma or harboring unhealed emotional issues. And when I start to relax, I get scared of that, and I'll tense up in response to that. Now, for me, when I'm going through the meditation, there will be a point there will be a threshold point where I cross over into just letting go of that tension, sinking into the relaxation, and letting whatever bodily experience or sensation wants to happen. Usually, it's a pretty euphoric experience, and I'll have a magical emotional journey in my mind where I'm completely content and my eyes will be closed. I'll have like eye mask over my eyes and I'll see like waves of colors or flashes of shades of white and dark. It's really hard to describe, but it feels really good. And this happens when I cross that threshold of letting go, I call it, or disattaching from whatever emotional issue I am attached to. And so practicing that through meditation, I was able to let go during some of those meditations throughout the week, and they were quite profound, quite amazing. All right, another note. So going back to the whole my puppy Akira testing me and noticing a lot of anger coming up. I'm just recognizing the fact that I am reflecting old behavior that was instilled into me and that I adopted when I was a kid, and I'm trying to disattach from that, letting go of that. It doesn't serve me anymore. It's not important. And that the act of letting go of that will, in and of itself, help to elicit a healing experience or a healing process that naturally occurs in the body. And I'm just working on letting that happen. So yeah, those are the major things this week. I'm working on self-love, positive relationship with self, body positive. Hold on, my dog is chewing on something. Hold on. Yeah, I got it. Good. Okay, so my dog was just chewing on something. I guess I'll introduce you. This is my dog, Akita. He is a chocolate lab, a full breed chocolate lab. And he is very cute and very fun. And he's also wild and terrorizer. Shadow, come here. Come here, Shadow. This is my other dog, Shadow. She's a sweetie. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Get off. Oh, God. Okay, you're out. He's hitting cords and shit. Get out. All right. Anyway, I hope that didn't fuck with the video. Yeah. Oh, he's coming back. That's it. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate your time and your energy. And see you next time.